In a world obsessed with instant gratification, it's easy to underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. We crave dramatic transformations, but real change often happens gradually, one tiny step at a time. This is the core message of James Clear's Atomic Habits. Clear argues that by focusing on improving just 1% each day, we unlock the power of compounding. Like interest accumulating on an investment, these marginal gains multiply over time, leading to remarkable results. Just as atoms are the building blocks of matter, atomic habits are the fundamental units of remarkable change. They are the small, seemingly insignificant actions we repeat each day, often without conscious thought. These habits, though tiny in isolation, have the power to shape our lives over the long term. Clear uses the analogy of a plane taking off. A mere 1-degree shift in the plane's trajectory at takeoff might seem inconsequential in the moment. However, over the course of a transatlantic flight, this small adjustment can mean the difference between landing in Paris or ending up in Prague. The same principle applies to our habits. Brushing your teeth for an extra minute each day might seem insignificant, but over a lifetime it can lead to significantly better oral health. Similarly, reading for just 15 minutes each day can expose you to a wealth of knowledge over time. The key is consistency. Just as a small leak can sink a great ship, neglecting tiny changes can lead to significant negative consequences over the long run. This is why understanding and harnessing the power of atomic habits is crucial for personal and professional growth. By focusing on making small, sustainable changes, we can create a ripple effect that transforms our lives in profound ways. As Clear aptly puts it, success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. To effectively build better habits, we need to understand the underlying science of how habits form. Clear breaks down this process into a simple 4-stage framework called the habit loop. This loop consists of a cue, a craving, a response, and a reward. Understanding each stage is essential for effectively building good habits and breaking bad ones. The first stage, the cue, is a trigger that initiates the habit. It could be anything from a specific time of day to a particular location or even an emotional state. For example, the sight of your smartphone might be the cue that triggers you to check your social media. Once the cue is recognized, it triggers a craving in the second stage. This craving is the motivational force behind the habit. It's the desire for the reward that the habit provides. In the social media example, the craving might be the desire for social connection or entertainment. The third stage is the response, which is the actual habit you perform. This could be any action you take, from scrolling through social media to going for a run. The response is driven by your craving for the reward. Finally, the fourth stage is the reward. This is the satisfying feeling you get from completing the habit, which reinforces the entire loop. In the case of social media, the reward might be the feeling of being connected or entertained. Understanding this habit loop is crucial because it allows us to consciously intervene at each stage and shape our habits. By manipulating the cue, craving, response, or reward, we can make it easier to build good habits and harder to engage in bad ones. This framework provides a practical roadmap for transforming our behaviors and ultimately our lives.